let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Come on and shout it. I talk, you talk, we talk. Women talk life, it ain't no surprise. Baby, you could see if you would open up your eyes. You won't understand if you can't open up your mind. So let's stop wasting time when women talk live.
And welcome to another episode of Women's Talk Live. I'm your girl, April J.
I'm your girl, SassyScribe.
And this is Elle Boogie.
On the go. On the go.
Look, in the cold, yo. You see, I'm ready.
Always in the car.
Yeah. All right. So before we get into our history facts, today's show, we're going to be talking about the perfect February. And when I saw this, I didn't even realize that February, this month, February 2026, started on a Sunday and will end on a Saturday, and it has 4 full weeks, 4 Sundays, 4 Mondays. So I was like, wow, that's interesting.
And for people who get paid weekly, that's 4 checks.
4 checks. Ain't that
4
crazy?
checks.
Your
4
phone.
checks.
Yeah, not for me. I still get my 2.
That's all I get. I only get 2.
Right.
I don't get any checks.
Girl, please.
I need steady income.
You have steady income, the master caterer of Baltimore.
I regret sometimes working for myself, because when having a steady paycheck, knowing exactly what's coming in, is a godsend.
Yeah,
I get it.
You've been doing this for how long now? Almost 5, 6, 7, almost 10 years?
For a minute.
No, 14 years.
14 years.
15
So
years.
you
This is my
good.
15th year.
You good. Because most
if
businesses,
they want that sticky sauce down in Florida, let me know.
There you go.
is failing 5. So you're 10 years out of that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
okay,
So
thank you, Jesus.
right.
Yeah.
So for all the folks down in Miami, we are now on the CW down there every Sunday at 6 a.m. So make sure you check
right
us
before church.
Start your morning with us. Start your morning with us. It'll give you something to talk about throughout the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with
Wake
this
and have
show.
coffee.
Yeah, like with this show.
Yes.
a.m. every Tuesday. We are now, sorry.
Yeah, right.
Or you can check us out on our podcast. Tuesdays at 5 p.m. So
And Situations with Sassy is coming back, y'all.
yay!
Oh, I can't wait.
I just needed a break. I was getting, the broadcasters and these bromance casters, they was really, working my nerves. So I was like, you gotta.
Sometimes
I do want to say
back.
that once I get everything sent over, Educate to Elevate by KL Boogie will be out on a regular.
Yes.
We'll be doing a podcast so we can let y'all know what's really good, since the government and the school system ain't trying to tell you. KL gonna let you know.
There you go.
We are some working ladies, okay?
Yes, we are. And I didn't change the format of Situations with Sassy just a little bit.
Oh,
I can't wait.
Just a little
yeah,
bit.
can't wait to hear. All right.
Yeah. Wait a minute, and I'm gonna text y'all. I'm gonna email you guys after this. I gotta share something with y'all.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. All right. So with this being Black History Month, I wanted to give some Black history facts. The first fact that I found interesting is Maya Angelou was one of San Francisco's first Black female streetcar conductor. In 1943, long before she became a legendary writer, at 15 years old, Maya Angelou, riding the hills of San Francisco in a navy blue uniform, working as one of the city's first Black women streetcar conductors during World War II, when companies were finally hiring women. She saw the conductor in their smart jackets and money belts and decided that job was going to be hers. Even though no Black women weren't doing it yet, the company tried to block her at every turn, refusing to even give her an application, but Maya Angelou kept showing up day after day until they finally gave in. She lied about her age, claimed experience she didn't really have, got the uniforms, spent months collecting fares and calling out stops, while her mother quietly followed the streetcar in her own car in those dark early morning runs to make sure her daughter was safe. Records from that era are incomplete, so historians say we can't prove she was absolutely the first black woman to do the job, but we know she was one of the very first. And she later said that standing on the streetcar platform taught her something she carried for the rest of her life. With persistence and courage, you can go anywhere.
Oh,
yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
That is so dope.
Had no
And
idea.
I like what her mother
But
did.
can I?
You know what I mean? Her mother supported her. I like that.
But you know what? I want to share a Black History fact. This is personal to me. It's my family. I'm sorry, April, really
No,
quickly.
go ahead.
But in 1884 to 1885, there was a steamship here in Baltimore. And my great, 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 great aunts and uncles purchased first class seats on this steamship.
Wow.
And it was called the Stewart, and they're the Stewarts. So at my family reunion on my father's side of the family, my grandmother's side of the family is called the Pinckneys and the Stewarts. So it's the Stewart sisters versus the Steamer Sioux, which was 1884 to 1885, and it was a landmark civil rights case where 4 black sisters, my great great aunts Martha, Winnie, Mary, and Lucy, right? My great great grandmother, their sister Mariah, didn't go. Okay. They were denied first class cabin access on the Steamer Sioux traveling from Baltimore to Virginia. The U.S. District Court ruled in their favor, awarding damages. That happened on August 15, 1884. And when they were denied passage, they stayed up all night in the ship's saloon. So like a sit-in to protest the segregation. They sued the Baltimore, Chesapeake, and Richmond Steamboat Company, and in 1885, a federal court ruled for them, awarding them $100 each, which was a lot of money back in the 1800s. And the case helped to lead the formation of the United Mutual Brotherhood of Liberty, a precursor to the NAACP.
Wow, very nice. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
girl, you come from good stock.
We had an awesome historian. Unfortunately, cousin Julius passed away a few years ago, and no one has taken the mantle on the research. And he found Tuskegee Airmen, Buffalo Soldiers that were all related. And he took us back to the Middle Passage, basically. He took us through to the Middle Passage with his research. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
Little known fact.
That was nice.
Little known fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When y'all buying y'all first class ticket on them cruises, you better thank Sassy and her family.
Yeah.
Hey,
there you go.
What?
There you go. All right. So the next one we have is the 3-light traffic signal was invented by a black man named Garrett Morgan. In the early days of American roads, traffic lights only had 2 options: stop and go, no warnings, just chaos at very busy intersections. In 1923, a black man inventor from Cleveland named Garrett Morgan, the son of a formerly enslaved man with only an elementary school education, watched a bag crash and thought, drivers need time to react. He designed and patented a new 3-position traffic signal that added a crucial middle step, what we now known as yellow or caution light, briefly stopping all directions so people could clear the intersection safely. Morgan patented his design in the United States, Britain, and Canada, later selling the rights to General Electric, and his idea became the model for the 3-light signal we see as almost every corner today.
I wonder what type of residuals that his family got nothing from that. That was generational wealth right there, selling it to General
Exactly.
Electric.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep.
They stole all that shit though.
Of
So
course.
everything we created, they stole.
Oh,
Everything.
yeah.
Everything.
Yep. All right. So the last one for all you hip hop heads out there, the Sugar Hill Gang's "Rapper's Delight" became the first commercial successful rap album. In 1979, an R&B singer turned producer named Sylvia Robinson had a wild idea: take the street party sound of hip hop and put it on a record. She pulled together 3 young MCs called them the Sugar Hill Gang and produced Rapper's Delight, the first rap single to break into the pop top 40 and sell over 1 million copies, introducing hip hop to mainstream radio around the world. Today, Billboard remembers her as a hip hop's first godmother because the one record proved rap could be a commercial force, not just a neighborhood sound. Sylvia Robinson.
I remember going to the roller skating rink, hop a hibbit to the hibbit to hip.
How
Yes,
about
go ahead,
that?
girl,
How
sing
about
it.
that? Yes, yes,
We used to
Rock
skate to
the
that.
bang,
That
Yes.
was like the
boogie,
first.
up jump the boogie
yes.
to the rhythm of the boogie the
Rhythm
beat.
That was a
Boogie
jam
beat.
back in the day. That was
Yes,
a
it
jam.
was. Wait a
Shoot.
minute, Sugar Hill.
It's still a jam. If I hear that song now,
It
I would
is.
still get the rocket.
Girl,
Yep.
wait a minute.
So
When
shout out.
I like the white lines. Oh my God.
Oh, I love that. I love the bass
We
line.
saw Sugar Hill. We saw Sugar Hill and Lisa in the Cult Jam. I'm
Oh,
dating
Lisa,
myself.
Lisa. Wow,
At
yeah.
the Limelight,
They just did a documentary on
in
her.
New York City, which was a converted church. So I felt
Oh,
some kind of way going into this nightclub that was a church, but I did a lot of lecherous and debaucherous shit in there. I had a ball. I had a ball. But that's how long ago it was. We went to see Lisa in the Cult Jam, and Sugar Hill Gang was there. And
wow.
met Hootie and the Blowfish in the elevator of the hotel. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Met Bobby
back in the day.
Brown,
Wow.
New Edition.
Yeah,
Back in the day, you could
day.
meet everybody in New
You
York.
could. You
I
could.
met the guy, what's his name? That he just passed away? Omar.
Oh, really?
Michael Williams.
Oh,
That
Michael,
scar is
Yeah.
real. Yeah. Met him. He was sitting in the hotel lobby, and I remember I was like stupid and young. And I remember looking at him. I'm sitting there looking at him. He said, "Go ahead and ask me." I said, "What the fuck happened to you?"
What happened to him?
But he got into a fight.
Yeah, I think he
Okay.
got cut.
He was extreme, but he was extreme. He was so nice. He was so nice. His voice and everything he talks like on TV is like his voice is that well modulated, or was that well modulated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So those are your little known Black history facts. But let's get into our show for today, the perfect February. So I thought I would kind of expand on this because all of us are 50 and older. And and all of us are in different stages of our lives, in dating. So you have single, divorced, and separated. So we're all yeah. All been there, done that.
And the first two is actually single. Like, divorced is single.
Well, it
Single
is.
is
Yeah,
single.
you're right. Yeah,
And
you're right.
separated is thinking about being single.
Yeah. just
Dipping
one
the
more
toe in the
step.
single pool.
One
Dipping
more
the toe in the
step.
single
Yeah,
pool.
yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
But I mean, they're growing up, you all had rules as far as not chasing and being wifey material, whatever the hell that means. And so I guess as you get older, because I look back and I say to myself, yeah, I did some very stupid, idiotic things
We all
that
did.
today I'll be like, I just don't have. I think the
Hell
older
no.
I get, I don't have the patience that I did back in the day. Like I don't tend to want to tolerate a whole lot of stuff. I don't like to argue. I don't like to go back and forth and debate, because at the end of the day, I'll let you have it and keep it moving.
Right. I'm quick to say, you know what? You're right.
Yep, you got that.
you
You got that.
Yeah.
right. And I'm not going back and forth with you. It's like my first show when I do situations with Sassy is entitled A Table for One.
Oh, I like that.
A table for one. So I think with this whole wifey material, when I go on social media, you see these podcasts teaching women how to be wives, and now and these white women have gotten into the podcasting thing on being a trad wife, which is a traditional wife. And I'm saying to myself, if you're a traditional wife, your ass wouldn't have a podcast. You'd be sitting at home like June Cleaver in a dress and
Knitting.
high heels. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cleaning with,
Cleaning,
vacuuming and
cooking,
heels.
taking care of the kids,
Cooking,
all
cleaning,
that.
and
Yeah.
birthing babies
Right.
and raising babies. You wouldn't be
Right.
able to do a podcast. So
Yeah.
you're not a traditional wife. You're just a wife
Right.
who wants to tell other women what traditional is. And that whole thing, like you said, April, doing the backflips, and I was bending myself into a pretzel trying to be this type of person. Now it's like, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And you know what? If you leave it,
Yeah. One thing growing up, my mom always said to me and always drilled to me, she was just like, listen, make sure you always have your own. Make sure you're educated. Make sure you have your own money. Make sure you have your own career. She said, because at any time he want to walk his little happy ass up out of the door, you can take care of yourself. So when I did get married, had my first child, I stayed home for a year because my ex-husband wanted me to stay home. I did it for a year and realized the shit
not
wasn't
you.
for me. My mom even said to me, she was just like, I ain't teach you to just be staying home and take care of no baby. She said, granted, motherhood is, but she said, but she was like, you need to. And at time, I was in school, I actually finished school when I had my oldest daughter. And I told him, I was like, I got to go back to work. I can't sit at home. And he was like, well, no, I can take. I was like, nah, that's all fine and good. I need to go back to work. I said, because I have a daughter and I don't want her to think that if she wants to have a career, she can't have it if she has a child or has a husband. I was just like, this shit ain't for me. I'm sorry. I said, so, and, he didn't like it, but he had to accept it because at that time, it wasn't up for a debate. I was going back to work. Wasn't no discussion, wasn't no debate. And I told him, I said, you can be angry, you want to go back. I said, but I've already made up my mind. And, and he told my mom was like, well, one thing I can tell you about her, once she make up her mind about something, it's pretty much
it's done. It's done. It's done. But you know what? You see the pitfalls. If you look at these reality TV shows of these wealthy women whose husband decide to trade them in for a newer model, and they looking stupid because they have no education. And the ones that do have an education have been out of the workforce for decades, and they really don't know where the money is hidden, what the assets are. They don't have any of that information. So they're on TV scrambling, and the only income they have is from that reality TV show. But that income is far less than those millions that they had at their disposal before. Now you just become the ex.
Right. And what's interesting? Because I watch a couple of the housewives I watch, but the one for Beverly Hills I watch. And
yes,
I noticed on there a couple of young ladies, they're going through separation, divorce. And one lady was like, I was, he paid most of the bills. And
I know exactly the woman you're talking about. And they got the new girl that's on there that's all about money.
Yeah.
She wasn't feeling that. She was like, well, where's the money?
Right. And I think who was that? Dorique or whatever?
Yeah. Dorique doesn't know where PK hid the money. And there's a woman on there who's like almost like a Brene Brown,
Yeah,
where she talks to women about money and she's young, but she about the coins.
She is.
And
She
you
is.
could see her face was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where's the money? You can
Right.
see
I mean, granted, sometimes I think she talks too much.
She does talk too much. She's
But
very full of herself. She is that.
But I did agree with her, like, where's the money? Like, you don't know where the money is. And that's the same thing with Kyle Richards. Like,
yes.
Granted, she, was making her own money with movies and whatever, but for the most part, I think one of the ladies on there was like, why have you even thought about getting a divorce? And she's just like, yes. But when they asked him, he was like, no, I never thought about getting a divorce. And then she was just like, well, I see. Shit. Yeah, but then the other lady was like, well, I see why she don't want to get divorced. I really think that in her mind, she's hoping somewhere down the line they end up getting back together. She has no intention.
Mario fine as shit.
He is.
I'm gonna put it out there. Mauricio,
he is
fine.
He is. But I don't think she really. Even she may have thought about it. I don't think she wants to get a divorce. That's just me. I don't think she wants to.
She may not want to get a divorce, but she was with him through him building all of that, so she getting half of it.
No, I know she did.
It ain't like she came in the door and he was already a gazillionaire. No, baby. I had your babies.
Yeah.
Right? And when he wanted that very last child, which is Portia, she went ahead and had that baby.
Yeah. No, I agree with. Yeah, but I just think she would. I just don't see where she wants that, because it's still like a family dynamic for them. And for her, it seems like she's more for that family. And he's like, oh shit, I'm out here. I can do what I want and all this other. But you don't really too much see that for her. Like, I think she really does not want her family to.
I see. I seen him on the Potomac Housewives.
Oh, looking at Giselle.
Yes, indeed. And I'm looking at Giselle like, I would have been that. I would have been climbed that.
Yeah, Giselle's like, She's like, yeah, she's like, no.
Yeah, but the other girl, Stacy, was like, hey, Mauricio, how you doing?
You're a little hoe to me. I swear she is.
If you're gonna be a hoe, be a one.
I get it, but I mean, own up to it.
Let him punch you aping one time. Like,
yeah, own up to it. But I mean, you with this other guy, what's his name?
I don't know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really watch it. I just watch the clips that I find online, because watching these clips, I haven't watched these shows in years, but you catch up in a 30-second or even a 30-minute recap on YouTube.
Yeah,
can catch you up in a whole season.
That's true. No, I watch it because I don't know. It was like I said, I only watch Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and Potomac. Those are the only three I really watch.
I was gonna say it's all the same shit.
Yeah, all of them. All
y'all know me.
Listen, the only ones that are really truly wealthy, the ones that are
behaving badly.
The ones that are truly wealthy are the OC, Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the ladies in New York have their own personal wealth, and in Potomac, no one's wealthy. No one's in Atlanta. It's Candy. Candy is the one with the money in Atlanta.
She was the one with the money. Yeah,
she is the one with the money, and she is a true businesswoman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but these women are also. Let's look at this, and we're talking about dating and relationships at 50. These women, whether they want to, I'm sorry, Beverly Hills and the OC, y'all asses is 45, 50 and up. Let's just be real with it. Mm-hmm. You're not 30, you're not 20, and you're in that state where they trade you in for a younger model more so than anywhere else.
Absolutely.
They absolutely do. So getting back into the dating world, which we see, I think the one girl, Sutton, is having a hard time.
Yeah, right.
Dating.
She is.
Because
Is Candy still married?
For now, I think so.
For now.
But Candy's not 50.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, look at Cynthia Bailey. She's been married, 3 times now?
Yeah.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times. And I thought this last guy, I really and truly was happy for her.
I thought it was gonna work out. I was just like, well, what the hell happened?
Because these men, I don't know what it is. I don't know what their mindset is,
Who,
but they want to.
Davy?
Who? No, the Cynthia Bailey's ex. To me,
Yeah,
it's like
he's a sports
they
commentator.
they want to dim their light. Like they want to dim their light so that they don't shine brighter. But you met a shining star.
Right.
Cynthia Bailey is what is it? She's a fashion model. She's an icon,
Yeah.
right? In the black fashion industry, and you're trying to dim her light for what? Whatever
Right.
that reason was. The same way with Kenya. Now Kenya gets on my damn nerves.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't stand Kenya,
I
but
can't.
Kenya loves that baby
Yeah.
because she didn't get the love that she needed from her parents.
Yeah.
But she got with the wrong guy.
Wrong
And
guy.
I think he's manipulating her. You know what I mean? And I do think he was jealous of her and was trying
yeah.
to dim her light because
Yeah.
you saw her become a different person around him. She
Right.
wasn't as loud, she wasn't as boisterous, and he tried to dim her light. So
He did.
now they're back in the dating game at 50,
Yeah.
and it's even harder to
It's
navigate.
different. It's different. Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah,
They have
but
money. I don't have the money they have. And I know it's difficult for me.
Mhm. I
part
don't
of the
either.
issue I think with dating at our age is the fact that most of your life, the beginning part of your life, you're evaluating and learning yourself. So when you're learning somebody else, you actually grow with that person. You get to know that person on an intimate level.
Right.
By the time we 50 plus, you have people who should already be a finished product. Not to necessarily say you can't grow or learn and adapt as you get older, but the likelihood that you're putting up with the things that you gave grace for at this age, you like that should be done. You shouldn't have
Yeah.
to keep, I
You
shouldn't
shouldn't have to
tell
keep
you at this
building a
age how
person.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, I shouldn't have to tell you at this age how to treat a woman. I shouldn't have to
True.
let you know that, I like to have my doors open. I shouldn't have to talk about a quote unquote soft girl era. You should understand my femininity coming in the door.
But a lot of men, unfortunately, there's not all men, but you have some men who are over 50 who just have not grown up.
They have not.
They-
As a matter of fact, I'm in a little bit of a Facebook beef with some men on my page, and I posted this meme where it said, "Y'all told women to choose better. Y'all told women to close their legs. Y'all told women this and that." And now this male loneliness epidemic is coming up because women have decided to choose themselves, to give them their own soft girl era. And they have a support network of friends, which is going to segue into our next segment. But they
Yeah.
have a support network of friends that men just don't have. So we don't need to have the relationships. If we want sex, we got a phone. We could call anybody up if we just want
Anybody.
to scratch. If we
That's
just want to
true.
scratch an itch, we don't need to get into a relationship for that.
My
Some of us don't.
my
Some of us
grandmother
don't.
used to
Some need a
always
connection.
say that a woman can run around town faster with her skirt up than a man can with his pants down.
Hands down.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Although you do have, people like, I don't know, like Nick Cannon with 14,
Oh my
some
God.
family
Yeah.
from some family
That's
members of mine, they tripping over themselves with their pants around their legs. Like,
that's a whole nother show.
hey, and
But
him and
yeah.
Elon Musk.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What you got?
That's dude.
14 kids, 8 women or something, 12 kids,
Yeah.
8 women. But they don't
Yeah.
talk about the number of baby mamas he got. He a
Exactly.
baby daddy too.
Yeah, he is for several. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But yeah,
another show too. Women who
that is
sleep with men like that. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, as you were saying, like now, you have, because Valentine's is coming up this weekend.
yeah.
Then you have Galentine's,
Yeah.
where women all get together on Valentine's and kind of celebrate each other and are together and with friendships and all that stuff, which is cool. Not mad at it at all.
No.
But I think my biggest thing is, because it's so hard right now for dating and really finding that one person, that we had to get to that point.
I've had a couple of Galentine's parties at my house over the years for my single girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had that. And it's like, first of all, let me preface this before women come at me. I'm not a big Valentine's person. So you don't
Me
have
neither.
to go all out. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. If you send me flowers, I'm appreciative. If you send me a gift, if you want to take me out, I'm very appreciative. Don't forget Christmas and June 7th, which is my birthday. I'm not worried about February 14th, but December 25th and June 7th are the same days every year. Is no excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Valentine's, I think if you get me something throughout the year, that's my Valentine's. And I get that from a friend of mine. You
Yeah.
know, he does send me little, my Valentine's gift is on my dining room table. I can't open it until Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I'm not really we're not really a holiday. To me, I can take it or leave it. I'm not looking for much of it. I don't. I just don't. That stuff, I'm like, okay, you want to give me something for my birthday, fine. If you give me a card, I'm cool. If you just send me a text, happy birthday, or whatever, okay, fine. But for me, I could give two shits about whether you send me something or not. I mean, because 9 times out of 10, I may or may not get you anything. So, because I'm trying to get shit done. So,
Right.
I'm
Right.
looking at it like, okay, I could use that money to fund the show, or to buy the house, or to pay for my daughter's
See,
wedding that's
that's how
coming
I
up.
am.
That's killing the hell out of me. So, I mean, so
Yeah.
me, it's like
Now,
it is what it
because of
is.
because of my industry, I'm always busy during the holiday. Valentine's Day is a big, food day, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I never was one to put a lot of stock in a one time, once a year type of show of your love. Like if you got me throughout the year, it's still a day. Like we don't
Right.
need to go for the capitalism aspect of it. We don't have to spend an extra $100, on dinner just because we want to go out. Like we can bypass that. But for a lot of people, like they really put a lot of stock in those days, and the
They
rest
do.
of their relationship or the rest of their, duration of that year is, you can take
Right.
them or leave them, but they put so much stock into those days instead of putting it kind of like the wedding. People put a lot of stock into a wedding and not a
Not the
marriage.
marriage.
Right.
And I
Yeah.
think that, yeah, I think if they stop highlighting the date or the holiday and celebrate the actual union, I think you'd be a lot better off. But I'm not big on the holidays in terms of what the US tells me I should celebrate and when,
Yeah.
because it's really just capitalism.
It
Right.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
At the
is.
end of the
And you know,
day,
my married friends, the one man in the group is an actual chef. So she never did Valentine's Day. Her Valentine's Day is what she calls side chick day. So she either gets it before or she gets it after. But now all of the men get together and cook for them, because it's like I think it's 3 couples or 4 couples. And the men get together and cook for the ladies and serve the ladies and whatnot. And that's what they do for Valentine's. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The only thing I miss about it is being in the office and watching the women get pissed as the day goes by and everybody's getting deliveries and they're not. And I'm
yeah.
cracking up. I'm like, I'm cracking up. And I said, well, if he only recognized you one day out the year, you have a bigger problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a bigger problem.
Right. Yeah. For me, like the biggest gift you can give me is on your ongoing support.
Right.
Your
Your
ongoing
time, your
encouragement.
attention.
Yeah. Or, and I mean, I know I sometimes don't have a whole lot of time. But if you acknowledge or whatever, or support me, or that's what I see as a gift,
Right. Right.
because that's so hard sometimes, as we were saying, for men to support women, especially if they have their careers or they're trying to build on a business or whatever. Like that's probably the biggest thing
Yep.
for me. But
That and consistency.
yes, that too. But before we get into our poll, because Valentine's is coming up this weekend, I thought I would share a couple of stories that I saw online, and just kind of want to get everybody's perspective on it. But so
These are classic.
the first horror story. This is called "The Hinge Date from Hell." One woman online shared that she had planned to spend Valentine's Day with her roommates until a last minute Hinge match asked to take her out for a special date. They met at a bar, rerouted to a restaurant he preferred, and she quickly realized he looked nothing like his photos and had a habit of reducing her to crude stereotypes about her culture
Kim,
and her body.
can you mute
Sorry.
your phone because you're moving around a
Yep.
lot? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm,
No, it's cool.
I'm sorry, April.
No,
Okay.
it's fine. All through dinner, he ate with his fingers, licked
Oh
his
my
hands, bragged about his high standards, trashed his exes, and lectured her about what people from her background are supposedly like, all while flipping from a friendly smile to a cold, unsettling stare that made her worry about her safety. When she declined another drink and she said she wanted to go home, he immediately asked to split the bill, then walked off without a goodbye, leaving her shaken and suddenly nervous about ever trusting another normal looking profile for a Valentine's Day date again.
Wow. She was better than me because the minute he said something about the people in my culture, I would have like, fuck you. And I would have up and bounced. Says,
Got
excuse
up
me,
and
I gotta
thought,
go to the bathroom. And I would have bounced.
oh yeah, I would have left.
I
As
would
I
soon
would
have
have
as he
I would
left.
have
didn't look
bounced.
like his profile picture, once you live just to get me in a space and you look nothing like the picture that you sent me, like
Hmm.
everything else after that is null
I'm
and
not going
void.
anywhere with you. I'm
Yeah,
not going anywhere with you, first
no,
of all.
no,
No. No.
no. Yeah,
And
that first time.
I done got catfished a lot throughout my dating career from dating online.
Mm,
Like the
yeah.
dude said he's 6'2" and he was like 5'1". Like, dude, you know I'm gonna see you, right? And
Like,
you know how I knew he was short because of the way he was sitting in his car when I pulled up beside his car.
uh,
And not only that, he had a wedding ring on. So I'm like,
Ooh,
dude, come on.
wow.
Ladies, really quickly, 77% of men online are married or involved. Facts.
Hmm. Very so.
well,
Very
I
much.
believe that nobody is truly ever single. That's one thing I personally believe. I think that because we are, I don't want to, we're not monogamous, but we need companionship to a certain level. I really think that everybody has like that pocket person they talking to. They may not break that glass jar, whatever, whatever. But I really believe that people generally have somebody that they have their interest in that they talk to on a regular basis. Now, if that person becomes more of an intimate partner or if they just stay in that pocket, I think that's it. But I never believe that anybody's just straight single when I meet them. Like,
No, I'm
I
with
don't know.
you.
That's just me.
I'm with you. I believe that there's somebody that if they're not involved with, they have a sex partner. They are getting their needs met. Whatever
Yeah,
that need may be,
exactly.
whether it's physical or whatever, it may not be
Mhm.
emotional.
Yep.
But I do believe they have a physical connection with someone until you prove to me otherwise.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm not going to be mad at you because you're going to meet me and I'm going to have a physical connection with somebody. But the difference is I'm going to tell you, well, I'm talking to this person right now. Right now we're just friends.
Yeah. All right. So here's another one: the Valentine's Day mix-up. One woman had been dating her boyfriend for about 5 months when he finally folded her into his friends group, including his roommate's longtime girlfriend named Becca, who just happened to look a lot like her. On Valentine's Day, she and her boyfriend did the classic dinner at a movie and then headed to his place, where a stunning bouquet and a card were waiting on the kitchen counter. He told her they were for her.
Oh
She
my
opened the
God.
card and realized it wasn't the message that it and realized it wasn't. The message inside was to Becca from her boyfriend, and he clearly mixed up whatever he planned for the two women.
What
Instead
an asshole.
Instead of confronting him privately, she decided to let the moment hit in a surround sound. She waited until the roommate and Becca came home, listened as Becca admired the flowers, then calmly handed her the card and said, "This is for you," before grabbing her coat and walking out. That was classic. Love
Classic.
it. Love
Classic.
it.
How
Love
do
it.
you mix that? And that's what I mean. You mix it up.
Yeah.
You can't keep like that's why I said I tell women on my podcast, right? If you're talking to 2 or 3 men, have the same conversation with all 3 men. The same conversation. That way you don't forget what you were discussing because you didn't have the same conversation with all 2, 3, 5, 10, however many you're talking to. That way you ain't lying. Everybody got the same story. Everybody got the same story. You have to.
Yeah.
But as I get older, it gets, shit. I get
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that? My bad. My
Right.
bad. I'm sorry.
All right. So real quick, last week's poll. Do you think there is an increase in misogyny of black men against black women? So when I looked, actually 7 out of 10 men feel like there should be more equality between black men and black women.
Really?
7 out of 10. Yep.
Okay.
So, but you have that,
Where does that start, though?
Right.
Who starts that? Because I feel like, I don't know, though. I can't even say that it start with men, because women, sometimes we can do some real wicked, crazy shit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And thinking it's acceptable because we women, and it shouldn't be reciprocated because we women, or these are the excuses that we give to justify because we're women. And I think that does a disservice to women overall, because most behavior is human behavior, not specifically just based upon the sex of the person.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to take accountability for where we lack and don't show up for really good guys when really good guys show up.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
All right. So this week,
you got to be able to recognize a good guy.
Right. That's true.
Yep.
That's very true. So for this week's poll, we're saying, which version of love feels more real to you at this stage of your life? So,
what version?
Paid in full bank statement, credit card statement.
I guess for me, it would be consistency and authenticity. I don't want you to pretend. I want you to have your shit together, but don't pretend. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And that's fine.
Yeah.
That is absolutely fine.
Right.
I just want that. And honesty. I guess honesty and transparency.
Yeah, honesty, and I want you to be you. I don't want to. I don't want to see somebody that you think I want to see.
Right.
Let me see who you are. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. Whether you take it or you not take it. But I want and consistency and support. Like for me, like I don't want a whole lot. I really don't. So, but all right, but that is this week's poll. All right.
Okay.
So first, before we end the show, I don't tell everyone. I think we lost Kim, but wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, whatever you celebrate. Happy. And hopefully you don't have dates from hell like from our last.
I got my Valentine nails.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. All right. So my final thought for today. Social media shows the trailer. Reality shows the shit show.
Woo! I think we should be talking about that soon, about the realities of social media and how it affects people's lives.
Oh yeah, we should. Yeah. We should.
Yeah.
I personally think we should call some folks out, but
Hey, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm in for it.
Yeah, like, hey, is this a facade or is this reality?
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Yeah.
Oh, you took people back to that. Well, you took people our age back to that because the younger people are like, what is Memorex?
What is Memorex?
What is Memorex? What is
Does it come in a
Memorex?
pill form or
Right.
is it an
Oh my
injection?
gosh.
So, you know that they had this thing. I'm gonna say this. I know we got to go, but they have this thing now where the kids are really excited about the old rotary phones.
Oh,
Right. And the old landline rotary phones that
yeah.
actually work. And if I said to myself, if they can find me one, my mother would love either a rotary or a push button phone. She would love one.
Oh wow. I remember
Yeah.
all of that.
I
Jesus.
remember all of
Okay.
that.
Yes.
I remember all. Remember how you put the finger
I
in
remember
there,
hating
put it
it.
all the way
Yeah.
around,
And then
put it all
yeah.
the way.
Especially if you mad, you like
Yo.
Right. Yes.
But yo, when you get to like the 6th or 7th number and you miss it, you gotta start all
Yes.
over
you
again.
right.
Or what if you didn't pull it around all the way? If you
Yes.
didn't go all the way to the end and just went
Right.
halfway, you was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
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 The struggle, y'all.
The struggle was
With
real.
wait a minute,
Yes,
with the
it
phone
was.
cord that went through the whole house from the kitchen to the bathroom to the bedrooms.
Right?
That thing was stretched out.
That's all it
Yes.
was. So you can sit down.
So you could sit on, yes. I remember our phone in the kitchen would stretch all the way down to my mother's bedroom. We would take the phone down to like my telephone, like all the way down the hall.
Right, right.
Oh God,
my
that was
gosh.
fun. That was
Yeah.
fun. The good
Those-
old days.
So yeah, those were fun days.
Fun days.
All right, y'all.
Whew. All right,
This is
people.
Women's Talk Overnight with your girl April J.
I'm your girl, SassyScribe.
And this is KO Boogie.
All right, y'all.
car.
In the car. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Women talk life.